वाह, वो बिल्ली आइसक्रीम खा रही है और मैं यहाँ पेड़ पर बैठकर पत्ते खा रहा हूँ। अब वो आइसक्रीम मैं खाऊंगा। चलता हूँ उस बिल्ली से आइसक्रीम छीनने।
चलता हूँ घर में बैठकर धीरे धीरे मजे लेकर खाऊंगा।
अरे रुक, कहाँ जा रहा है तू? चल ये आइसक्रीम मुझे दे दे।
नहीं दूंगा। इस आइसक्रीम को मैं दुकान से चुरा कर लाया हूँ, इसे तो मैं ही खाऊंगा।
दे दे।
नहीं।
दे दे।
नहीं।
नहीं देगा बिल्ला तो छीन लूंगा। ये ले।
पकड़ो पकड़ो, बंदर मेरा आइसक्रीम छीन कर ले गया। पकड़ो उसे।
वाह 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 वाह, इतना मीठा आइसक्रीम तो मैंने अपनी पूरी जिंदगी में नहीं खाया।
बंदर भाई, मेरा आइसक्रीम मुझे दे दो, मैं बहुत भूखा हूँ।
चल हट, जाकर चूहे खा तू और मुझे मीठा मीठा आइसक्रीम खाने दे।
दे दो ना, बहुत भूख लगी है।
चल भाग, नहीं तो काट लूंगा तुझे।
अब मैं क्या खाऊंगा? बहुत तेज भूख लगी है। अरे अरे, वो बिल्ली रो क्यों रही है? लगता है किसी ने पीटा है उसे। चलकर पूछता हूँ। अरे वो बिल्ली, तू इतना रो क्यों रही है? किसी ने पीटा क्या तुझे? नहीं, उस पेड़ पर एक बंदर है, उसने मेरा आइसक्रीम छीन लिया और खा रहा है उसे। क्या? चल मैं तुझे उस बंदर से आइसक्रीम छीन कर दूंगा। देखो वो रहा बंदर, कैसे खा रहा है मेरा आइसक्रीम बैठकर। अरे वो बंदर, चल वो आइसक्रीम इस बिल्ली को दे दे।
नहीं दूंगा। क्या कर लेगा बे?
ये तो बड़ा ही ढीठ बंदर है, ये ऐसे नहीं मानेगा। रुको, मैं पेड़ पर चढ़कर आइसक्रीम को लाता हूँ। बिल्ली।
अरे ये तो पेड़ पर ही चढ़ने लगा।
अब बोल बंदर, वो आइसक्रीम देगा कि नहीं?
अब इसका इलाज करना पड़ेगा।
ये लो, आइसक्रीम लेने गया था और खुद ही उल्टा लगा दिया पेड़ से। मम्मी बचाओ। अब क्या करूं? चलता हूँ किसी और को बुला कर लाने। अरे बिल्ली, मुझे यहाँ अकेला छोड़कर मत जा। पकड़ो पकड़ो, मैं यहाँ पर हूँ चिंकी। अरे मुझे कुछ नहीं दिख रहा, लेकिन मैं तुझे पकड़ लूंगी और जीत जाऊंगी। पहले पकड़ के तो दिखाओ। पकड़ लिया, मैंने चिंटुआ को पकड़ लिया। अरे लेकिन चिंटू, तू इतना पिलपिला कैसे हो गया? जरा आँख से पट्टी हटा कर तो देख। छी 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 छी, गोबर पकड़ लिया। अरे चिंटू और चिंकी, मेरी मदद करो। तू चुप कर, मैंने गोबर पकड़ लिया। अरे तुम्हारा बाबू भी मुसीबत में है। क्या? बताओ क्या हुआ हमारे बाबू को? एक बंदर ने तुम्हारे बाबू को पेड़ से उल्टा लटका दिया है बांधकर, और मेरा आइसक्रीम भी छीन कर खा रहा है कमीना। तो जल्दी लेकर चलो हमें उस बंदर के पास। हाँ, मेरे साथ चलो। अरे तो सच में बंदर ने बाबू को लटका दिया है पेड़ से। चिंटू और चिंकी, मुझे बचाओ, मुझे उतारो पेड़ पर से। रुको, मैं पेड़ पर आकर तुम्हें बचाती हूँ।
आना मत, नहीं तो काट लूंगा और पेड़ पर से नीचे गिरा दूंगा।
मैं तो आऊंगा, तू कुछ नहीं कर पाएगा।
ये तो बड़ा ही ढीठ लड़का है, डर ही नहीं रहा।
अरे अब वो बंदर उस लड़के को बहुत पीटेगा। नहीं नहीं, डंडे से मत मारना।
ये ले। ये ले, एक और ले।
मत मार बंदर, बहुत तेज लग रहा है।
और चढ़ेगा पेड़ पर?
नहीं नहीं, अब दोबारा नहीं चढ़ूंगा पेड़ पर। अरे क्या कर रहा है चिंटुआ? जल्दी मुझे नीचे उतारना। चुप कर, यहाँ ये बंदर मेरा पिछवाड़ा लाल कर रहा है और तुझे अपनी परी है। बस यही मौका है, चुपके से पेड़ पर चढ़कर बंदर से आइसक्रीम छीनकर भाग जाता हूँ। अरे दादा, अब और नहीं चढ़ूंगा रे पेड़ पर, मुझे मत मार। ये मेरा आइसक्रीम कमीना बंदर।
मैं तुझे छोड़ूंगा नहीं बिल्ली।
Money, in its countless forms and meanings, has always stood at the center of human civilization, shaping the course of societies, influencing the choices of individuals, and determining the direction of economies, technologies, and even cultures. And when we reflect deeply on its nature, we begin to realize that money is not merely a physical or digital medium of exchange but a powerful psychological, social, and economic force that extends far beyond the simple transactions it facilitates, because money carries with it expectations, dreams, fears, ambitions, and identities that people often tie to their sense of security, success, and self-worth. And this complex relationship makes money one of the most discussed, debated, and pursued entities in the world. Historically, money began as barter, where goods were traded for other goods, but as societies grew more complex and diversified, barter became impractical, leading to standardized mediums like shells, metals, coins, and eventually paper currency. And in today's digital age, money increasingly exists as electronic signals traveling between servers, appearing as numbers on screens, shaping decisions from the personal to the global level. And this evolution shows how money is not static but adaptive, responding to the needs, challenges, and aspirations of each era. And while money is often seen as a neutral tool, its impact is anything but neutral, because it shapes opportunities, influences power structures, and defines what people can or cannot do in their lives, making it one of the strongest forces guiding the dreams and fears of billions. When people think of money, they often associate it with comfort, stability, and safety, because money provides the ability to obtain necessities like food, shelter, healthcare, education, transportation, and other resources essential for living a dignified life. And the presence or absence of money can dramatically affect a person's access to these basic needs, which is why many individuals feel constant pressure to earn more, save more, and secure more, not merely out of greed, but out of the rational desire to protect themselves and their loved ones from uncertainty and vulnerability. And at the same time, money becomes a symbol of achievement and ambition, a tangible representation of one's efforts, skills, perseverance, and sometimes even luck. And society often reinforces this idea by measuring success in monetary terms, celebrating those who accumulate wealth while frequently overlooking the contributions of those who may work hard but do not earn high incomes. However, the pursuit of money can also become a source of anxiety, stress, and imbalance, because when financial goals overshadow every other aspect of life, people may begin to sacrifice their time, health, relationships, and inner peace in exchange for the hope of financial security or social validation. And this imbalance reveals the paradoxical nature of money. It can bring freedom, yet it can also create chains, depending on how one interacts with it. And this paradox is visible everywhere, from the individual struggling to pay bills to the wealthy entrepreneur who, despite great riches, still feels restless, uncertain, or competitive in the endless race for more. And this illustrates that money alone cannot guarantee happiness, although it can significantly influence one's quality of life. Furthermore, money plays a crucial role in shaping political and economic systems, because governments rely on money to build infrastructure, provide public services, regulate markets, and maintain stability, while corporations use money to innovate, expand, hire workers, develop products, and influence consumer behavior. And these actions collectively determine the structure of modern economies, affecting everything from employment rates to technological progress. And the distribution of money among different groups becomes a major factor in determining social equality or inequality, because when wealth is concentrated in the hands of a few, opportunities diminish for others, resulting in gaps in education, healthcare, housing, and social mobility. And this imbalance can lead to tensions, resentment, and instability within societies, which is why discussions about wealth distribution, taxation, social welfare, and economic justice are so intense and ongoing. Money also interacts deeply with culture and personal identity, because different cultures assign different meanings to money. Some view it primarily as a tool for communal well-being, while others see it as a personal achievement. And these cultural attitudes influence how people earn, spend, save, and think about money throughout their lives. And even on an individual level, a person's upbringing, experiences, and environment shape their financial mentality, creating patterns such as frugality, generosity, impulsiveness, or fear. And these patterns often persist into adulthood, affecting relationships, career choices, and long-term goals, showing that money is intertwined with psychology as much as economics. Moreover, in a rapidly changing world driven by technology, the concept of money continues to evolve as digital currencies, online banking, mobile payments, and decentralized financial systems like blockchain transform how people store, exchange, and perceive value. And these innovations promise greater efficiency and accessibility, Yet they also introduce new challenges, risks, and uncertainties, requiring individuals and institutions to adapt quickly. And as the global economy becomes more interconnected, the movement of money across borders influences trade, diplomacy, and international relations, linking countries in webs of cooperation and competition. And these interactions shape global prosperity, conflict, and progress in ways that are sometimes visible and sometimes subtle. Still, despite the complexity surrounding money, it remains, at its core, a tool created by humans to facilitate exchange and support the functioning of society, and its true power lies not in the material substance of coins or banknotes but in the collective trust people place in it, because money has value only when people agree that it has value, making it a social contract rather than a physical necessity, and this fragile yet powerful agreement is what allows the modern financial system to function, enabling everything from groceries to skyscrapers to international trade, and this shared belief in money is what makes it both extraordinarily powerful and inherently vulnerable, because if trust erodes, financial systems can collapse, as history has shown through recessions, crises, and inflationary periods. Ultimately, money reflects the human condition. It reveals what people value, what they fear, what they aspire to, and how they organize themselves as societies. And while money can bring comfort, opportunity, and progress, it can also create divisions, pressures, and misunderstandings if not handled wisely, which is why understanding money is essential not just for financial success but for emotional and social well-being. And by recognizing money as a tool rather than a measure of personal worth, individuals can approach it with balance, awareness, and purpose, using it to build lives filled not only with financial stability but with meaning, connection, and fulfillment, because money, although powerful, is ultimately only one aspect of the broader journey of human experience, a journey shaped not just by wealth but by values, relationships, efforts, dreams, and the endless potential that resides within people as they navigate the complexities of life and the ever-changing world around them.